Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface with the second part of the opening sequence to Hearthstone. In the first part we've seen me fight Hogger and Millhouse Manastorm and ending with Lorewalker Cho. This is fight number 4 and this is King Mukla. So all this bit here is to allow you to get attuned to the game, to get a feel for the game, how it operates, how you can use your cards, also special abilities, etc, etc. And from here on in, things get a little bit more tactical. So you do have to think a wee bit harder now. Now I'm starting with 27 health. King Mukla's starting with 26 health. And this is a very interesting one because it starts off by throwing bananas at me. But when it throws a banana at me, it actually gives me a card and increases the damage. So if I use the banana there on the Murloc, suddenly the Murloc's gone from 2 attack 1 health to 3 attack 2 health, so thank you. So I was actually reluctant to kill his monkey, to spank his monkey, because I wanted his monkey to keep throwing bananas at me. There you go. I always thought about attacking them, but no, keep the monkey. Let the monkey keep throwing bananas at you. Now, I mentioned in the previous video that when you summon a minion into the fight, it can't attack immediately unless it had the charge ability. So that boar, which I summoned in, had the charge ability, and I could actually attack King Mukla straight away. Didn't have to wait a turn for my cooldown to come off, for me to wake up and fight. And there you go. See, there's another card with a charge ability. If I was to summon that card into the fight, it would attack almost straight away, or absolutely straight away, depending on whether or not I wanted to use it. So there we go. Another banana got chucked at me. So I used the banana to boost this Murloc. So this Murloc's gone from 2 and 1, and with a couple of bananas inside of it, 4 and 3, which is pretty cool. But something went on there and everything got blown up. So we're kind of back to square one again. So I've gone from 27 health down to 23 with a couple of barrels being chucked at me and whatnot. And Mukla's gone from 25 health, I think it started at, down to 18. Now, that mob, which I brought in, when it comes into the battlefield, can actually heal you. So I used it to heal Jaina, as opposed to any of my minions, because it's taken a few hits from these barrels, these Donkey Kong barrels. It's clearly a Donkey Kong-esque thing here, isn't it? These Donkey Kong barrels which it's keep chucking at me. And in the previous video as well, I also mentioned this taunt ability. Now, you can always attack the boss directly unless there is a minion on the battlefield with the taunt ability. If it's got the taunt ability, then you can't attack anything but the tauntable target. So this one here, it's only got 1 attack, but 4 health. And there you go, there's another big attack that's wiped out all my minions. So if I want to start attacking Mukla again, I've got to get rid of that taunt target. So here, I've got the fireball. I'm going to use the fireball to do 6 direct damage. It crushes the tauntable target. So now when my minions get brought into the fight, they can attack Mukla directly once again. So I've taken a little bit more damage than I have on the previous fights. And then look at this. It's brought in a creature with 10 attack and 10 health. OMG. So I'm bringing in this Goldshire swordsman, and this dude here is a taunt. And again, I'm bringing more targets in who's a taunt. So these two have got to be attacked first before that gorilla can get anywhere near Jaina. So I'm a little bit worried now. Look at that. Oof. It crushed the first tauntable target, but I still got 1 more. I still got the Goldshire. I'm surprised he hasn't gone off to do some ERPG or whatever. But that Goldshire swordsman is still holding the fort. God bless him. He'll get crushed next time he gets attacked. But it'll take a little bit of health off this silverback or whatever it is, this humongous orangutan. But it's a devastating ability. So now bringing in this one who's got a charge. So as soon as I summon it in, bang, bang, I can attack the boss directly. And what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to get as many minions out as possible, because this is now a race. This is literally a race. Can I take care of Mukla before all my tauntable targets are gone, and that silverback, that orangutan, that gorilla, whatever it is, can come directly and smack Jaina? Because 2 hits, she's out. She's got 17 health. 2 hits at 10 damage. Deed. Now, fortunately, I got another troll which has a taunt, so that's going to belay things for another round. But here we go. I just got enough in the barrel with my minions to take care of Mukla. So yeah, once you get certain amounts of crystals and you can summon in some devastating creatures, if you've got support for those devastating creatures, so if you've got a couple of targets which take a taunt or things like that, they can wreak havoc. So I always make sure that I've got some cards in my deck that can taunt, because they're the only, sometimes anyway, they're the only way to prevent a massive, devastating attack coming straight to your boss. And if you can delay it just for 1, maybe 2 rounds, you never know what other cards might get summoned into the fight for you. You might get that fireball, which does 6 direct damage and can knock it down a bit. Or depending on whatever class you're playing, Warlock, Druid, Hunter, etc, etc. You just don't quite know what you may get. So here's my starting pack, and there we go. I've got the boar with the charge ability, which is awesome. So that's a very nice way to start the fight, because I can, if I wanted to anyway, summon it into the fight. Like now, it's got the charge ability on, so I could either take out its minion or go straight for the boss. What I've decided to do this time is just clear the battlefield. I don't want the boss, I don't want Hemet, Nesingwary to start to develop any ads in front of it. I don't want any minions start to build up. The hint that it gave me before this fight was, don't let the minions get out of control. Now, he's probably a hunter, and he's probably got access to a lot of low-level minions. And I've also now got my hero ability, which you will get from the start when you've gone through all this procedure. And depending on what boss you've got, you'll have a different ability. So Jaina Proudmoore's costs 2 mana crystals and fires off a fireball, which does 1 damage to any target. Now, I'm bringing in my Goldshire Footman, Swordsman, whatever, and he's the taunt target. And then I'm going to use my special ability to take care of the ad. So whatever it summons into the fight can't get to Jaina unless it goes through that Goldshire Footman first. So that's cool. So I'm quite happy about that. But that mob that it's got, that orc that it's got 2 and 2. 2 attack, 2 health. So if it attacked my Footsman, it would kill my Footsman, but I wouldn't kill the orc. I would only reduce its health from 2 down to 1. So if I use my charge ability here, there you go. I brought the boar in, it could charge, took care of that, sacrificed it in the process, but that's fine by me because I want to keep that taunt target up. And because I brought the other orc into the fight, it gives the boost, it gives the +1 damage boost to my other minions. So suddenly, my Goldshire Footsman does have a little bit of throw now, and it's also brought in a taunt target. So, what I did there is I used my 1 ability from Jaina Proudmoore, the 1 damaged ability, Fireball. Then I've brought in the charge mob, so this can attack straight away. So I don't think I played this particularly well here. What I should have done is probably just use that to wipe it out, then used Jaina's Fireball to go directly at the boss, then used the 4 and a 3 ability, or what's now going to be a 2, 3 and a 1 ability attack from my Goldshire Footsman and also from the charge. And it's knocked down Hemet to around 13 health. So I was trying to keep the orc in the fight to give the plus bonuses to the other mobs, but it turned out incident. It just turned out irrelevant. So I didn't play that particularly well. But it's all a learning process, you know. So there I've used Arcane Explosion to just get it off the field. Just as 1 damage, poof, get it off the field. And now I've freed up my mobs once again, my minions, to attack directly. So it's nice that these starting off fights, it's nice that these learning fights give you the opportunity to make these kind of mistakes. Go, well, that wasn't the best way to do it. You know, don't feel bad if you don't get everything absolutely perfect. But you can combine things. Now, I got the polymorph, so I've polymorphed quite a strong creature into a sheep, which reduces it to 1 health, 1 damage. Then, if I use Jaina's ability, which has got 1 attack, boom! Suddenly a 5 attack, 4 health creature, which is strong, is emancipated, gets taken out, is just ridden out. Because I've used a couple of nice abilities to combine polymorph with the fireball, and it's taken care of it. So look out for those. Look out for those combinations of cards that you could say, yeah, if I use that, combined it with that, then it can be a little bit more devastating than is first look at. But we've now got an interesting situation, because although I've been doing very well, suddenly it's got 3 mobs on the field and I only had 1. But I brought in the Nightblade, which has dealt 3 direct damage to Hemet. So he's down to 2. And now I've equalised the field. And I've also got a charge ability. So because it's got no targets that can taunt, that can pull away the damage from the boss, boom! Woof! I'm fortunate enough to take it out. So that's 5 bosses down. 1 boss to go. I'm going to be excited to show you this boss. And it's Illidan! Oh, man. Now, when I saw this, I got a wee bit nervous. And what kind of made me even more nervous was the message which popped up before the fight. Which kind of made me full of red. This fight is totally not fair. Blame the terrible game designers. Ay, chihuahua. So I was thinking, oh no, is Illidan just going to crush me? Is this going to be, you know, I've kind of done well through 5 fights. Is this going to be a 6th fight which is going to humble me? You know, I'm going to get absolutely crushed. There's not a lot I can really do about it. I've just got to take a licking and think, okay, fair enough. And it starts off pretty horrific for me. But let's just see how the fight pans out. I've got 30 health. Illidan's got 30 health. That's how things start normally. I've got no cards that I could bring into the fight straight away. They're all kind of high cards. 5, 4, 6, 3, 2. I've got to wait a few turns. And Illidan can start equipping weapons on the boss itself. And the weapons have durability, so they can last a couple of rounds possibly. And it's also got its minions. And on top of that, it's also got its special ability. So that's kind of like, oh my goodness. So I've already taken 3 damage before I can bring anything whatsoever into the fight. So I'm going to use Jaina's fireball just to take care of its minion. And that has wiped me out of mana crystal. So still 2 rounds gone. Oh, and nothing I've been able to do really. And I've taken 10 damage. So I was just head in my hands here thinking, oh boy, this isn't going to go well. I've already had 1/3 of my health wiped off. Haven't been able to get any offense going. So I can't attack its special ability. I can only attack the boss directly. So I bring in a card which has got a charge. And of course what we've learned is the charge allows you to attack immediately. And I've managed to take 3 health off Illidan. So at long last anyway, I've got something going. But it's brought the blades in, the legendary blades in, and it's taken care of my ad. So I'm back to square one. But I do have quite a few cards accumulating now. So once my crystals begin to build up, I may be able to get a few things going. So here we go. I'm going to get my Footsman out, which is a taunt. So that's good. So we've got a target that has to be attacked before it can get onto Jaina. Then I bring the Witch Doctor in and use its special ability to heal Jaina for 2 points when it comes onto the field. I then use Jaina's Fireball to take care of one of the ads. And I was feeling pretty good, and then that happened. It got a direct Fireball which took 6 damage off me, and I was like, no! So Illidan is all over my black ass at the moment. I can't do anything right now. Now, fortunately, I've got a troll here that's a taunt, and it's got decent stats. 3 attack, 5 health, and it's a taunt target. And then Illidan gets the legendary blades, both of them together. Smacks my taunt target for 4, so it's only got 1 health left, and I'm back down into serious trouble. But because Illidan attacked my troll directly, my attack came into play, so I actually hit him for some damage as well. Then I brought in the Nightblade. The Nightblade dealt 3 direct damage to Illidan, and I got an attack in because it was my turn. Suddenly, I was filled with a little bit of hope, even if it did get healed up. So it's 16 to Illidan, 16 health to me. Illidan again has decided to attack my tauntable target directly, because that's the only target it can attack. Can't get onto Jaina until the taunt target's gone. So it took 3 damage, but my taunt target is off the field. So everything on the field now, minion-wise and boss-wise, can attack. But a nice little play there has almost equalised the field. It's wiped out quite a few of the minions, and it's allowing me to get some more minions out. So suddenly, the battle, the tide, the tides of war, Jaina Proudmoore, there you go. There's a little link for you. The tides of war possibly have changed. 13 health each, but I've got a couple more minions on the battlefield now, and I've got 8 crystals, 8 mana crystals. I can summon in some big, nasty bastards into this fight. Look at this. And even little ones like that, little gnome like that, bring them in. I can draw another card into the fight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take care. I've got to take care of that ad. Take it out, and then let's bring, hopefully, what's going to be a direct assault on Illidan in the next round. 13 health each. So it's using its special ability to bring in a couple of little minions. Decent attack, 2 and 1. That's not bad at all. And then look at all these little buggers. So again, it's lining up its forces. 5 minions, but none of them are taunt targets. And then I use Arcane Explosion, which deals 1 damage to all targets. Boom! All of his minions are gone. Get a fireball, hits directly. Who should I finish him off with? Well, it's got to be the gnome. You've got to totally disrespect Illidan and kill him with the gnome. So that was a fantastic fight, a great fight, especially for somebody like me who doesn't play a lot of card games like this at all, to work out a few tactics and be able to defeat it first time. So far, lots of fun, but this is just the practice stage. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook and also twitch.tv/Heal vs Babyface for live streaming. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care everybody. Bye bye.